Just to bring to your awareness, I feel like just to add on to what I'm saying, if you see a queer person out there, just give them an opportunity, just as you would give anyone else. Don't disregard anyone. Respect everyone for who they are. You don't know, like, I feel like it's so important in our community to, move forward with love instead of moving forward with judgments. And I feel like when we lack to give people the opportunity to express themselves, we raise a community, a society whereby people live in fear, like they live in closets. And actually it becomes such a huge problem, even when it comes to family settings. You feel like someone is not out there. They just want to marry someone because they've been told like this is the person that you should marry. So I feel like just be bold, be who you are, I just discover who you are. I feel like we are all in this journey to discover who we are. Do not settle to be someone that the society has told you. Exactly, society has told you to be. Like, like we found these constructs. Like we found the Bible here. Like no offense, we found these things here. I feel like these things should just guide us, but not define us as human beings.
What's up, people? It's me, Trishwa Mamangu. Yeah, welcome back to my channel. Like, literally, guys. Fat Africa, Fat Tea. That's where we are. I have a guest. He'll tell us about himself in a little bit. But yo, have you seen our videos, our previous videos? Have you subscribed? Subscribe.
Hit that
Why?
bell. Yeah.
Share. Put that notification ginene. So, now to our guest. Introduce yourself.
Hi. So basically, my name is Alan Kahir, but you can just call me Saji Baby. That is like an alter ego name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not just pseudo.
That's my like when you're trying to be someone else.
Okay.
Like
Where does that come from?
Saji Baby. I feel like Saji Baby comes from my sign. My sign is Sagittarius. So I kind of call myself Saji Baby.
Okay.
To kind of like, implicate something, maybe to tell a story or something. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Coolness. Let's get into it, guys. So, tell us about yourself, your journey, your self-discovery journey. More. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. First of all, I want to appreciate his platform. Like, this is so rare. Like, we don't get to find these kinds of opportunities. Like, even when Foster like told me, do you want to do this? I was like,
yeah.
I was kind of like, I didn't like think about it like that, but I was like, why not?
Okay.
We are creating awareness to people, so why not do this? So I feel like my journey is way broad. I feel like just like everyone's journey. There's a lot to talk about my journey. So specifically, where do you want us to start? My journey? My personal identity?
Yes.
All right. So basically, when it comes to my personal identity, I identify as non-binary.
Okay.
So by non-binary, I mean I don't conform to societal gender terms.
Okay.
Like, him, she.
Okay.
Okay, people can refer me as he, but I really prefer like they, them.
They, them.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I go by those terms, non-binary.
Okay.
So you can just refer me as they or him, whatever makes you comfortable.
Okay.
And also I am queer.
Okay.
Yeah, and I feel like queer is such a umbrella term.
It's a very broad term.
Yeah, it's a broad term.
Can we get into that?
Of course.
Yes, please.
Of course. So basically, I represent as gay. Okay. Like I'm a gay man.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Tell us about the LGBTQAI plus
community.
Yes.
All right. So LGBT, first of all, I wanna like bring this to people's awareness.
Okay.
I feel like this is such a in the society right now, it's such a marginalized like community. Like people, the society looks down upon these people. Yet you find like they have so much, or we have so much light. we bring into the world.
Okay.
Like you guys should interact with someone who's queer. Like,
I
honey,
know.
they
I
have
have
always.
a few rainbow friends.
You do?
Quite honestly, rainbow friends are just
They are the
best
most amazing,
friends.
and I feel like
Yeah.
they're the most authentic people like
Yeah.
on this
Yeah.
planet. Because literally, a queer person will tell you as it is. Like they will tell you the truth about who they are. So I feel like we are such a light in this world. Like we
Yeah.
wouldn't, like the world would be so boring without us.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, that's mostly about LGBTQ plus community. Yeah.
Okay. There is a school of thought.
Mhm.
There are some people who think that the rainbow community really push boundaries because, I mean, like, why do you have to need small it in our faces? And why do you know, like, what is all that about? So what do you have to say about that?
Okay, I have a lot to say about that.
Okay.
But I would say like there are so many misconceptions when it comes to, LGBTQ plus individuals. So basically I feel like we are not even trying to, okay, we have the energy, I'm like the confidence, but it's more of like trying to express ourselves. I feel like that's a way of like expressing ourselves. Someone would feel, like kind of like, gonna feel attacked in a way, I'm triggered in a way. That might be a huge problem because maybe you don't know, maybe this person is experiencing homophobia, and homophobia is internalized fears.
Okay.
Like maybe around when you're around queer people, or maybe even about yourself. So I feel like it's just a way of expressing ourselves. We're not okay, we can bring it to your face.
Someone would ask, why do you need to express yourself? I mean, just
I feel
do you
it's so important
in your bedroom and,
what do you mean in your bedroom?
Just do you in your bedroom with your person. It doesn't matter. Like, why do you need to express yourself?
Okay, so I wouldn't speak for the majority. I would speak for myself. Okay. I feel like I'm that kind of person who is so private. Like I don't like rubbing it in people's faces. You wouldn't know my sexuality unless I tell you.
Okay.
Or maybe based on how I dress or how I carry myself, based from assumptions, which is not true unless you ask me. So I feel like for some individuals in the LGBT, I feel like they're so out there. Sometimes it can be, we deal with overconfidence. When you just want to be rebellious, you just feel like this is the last minute you have on earth. So you gotta express yourself. Like I feel like I don't think it's a bad thing. Like you can do whatever you want. So long as you're not hurting anyone, you can do whatever you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me something. Has your sexual orientation influenced your career path or anything that has come up in your life?
Okay, such a good question. When it comes to sexual orientation, like I've mentioned, unless I tell someone I'm queer, they wouldn't know. Okay. Because when you find our system, like we are in such a culture where people like we are put in a box. Like a man should dress like this in a working setting. Yes. A woman should dress like this. And I feel like unless maybe you ask someone like, are you gay? Are you straight? That's when you can know their sexual orientation. But when it comes to maybe how, for example, my workplace is such a good place whereby you can just feel free. Exactly. You can be yourself. You can wear whatever you want. Yeah. And you find like maybe unique individuals will just come up with their fashion sense and be themselves. And maybe from there, you can get to, to know their sexual orientation. Okay. You can assume rights. Okay. But maybe in a setting whereby like there are certain rules, supposed to dress in a certain way. Like I feel something. People wouldn't know, like you wouldn't even know. Okay. But like what I'm saying in our environment where you get to express yourself, what am I saying? Yeah, when you get to express yourself, literally, you get to know the other person. But to answer your question, I feel like there's so many challenges. Okay. So many challenges when it comes to LGBTQ individuals trying to find work, because some will be, stigmatized. There's a lot of stigma out there. There's no like awareness. Like these people still exist. Someone like these people exist, literally. So I feel like most companies should really work on trying to, and mostly importantly, is not about the sexual orientation. It's about like respecting someone
Okay.
despite what you wear.
Like their orientation.
Exactly.
Whatever
whatever you roll with.
certificate.
Exactly.
Okay.
I feel like just respect people's like, identities.
What is your
orientations.
ideal inclusive environment?
Okay, my ideal inclusive environment is a place
Either
where
workplace or home or marketplace.
Okay, just to answer your question,
Mhm.
my ideal environment is a place where I feel like it's not about the workplace, it's about the people that you're working around with.
Okay.
The mindset. You have to be open-minded. Like, just like I was saying, being respectful of other people's choices in life.
Mhm.
Because I feel like no one's life is easy, in as much as maybe it's so easy to hit a target
Mhm.
on some certain individuals who are marginalized. I feel like just respect, be open-minded,
Mhm.
be willing to learn about us.
Mhm.
We are, by the way,
Yeah,
and
guys.
first of all, I feel like the first thing that should come to mind, treat an LGBTQ individual as a human being first. Because we're human beings.
Yeah.
We have emotions, we have feelings. Yeah, and we all have trauma, so don't add on to the trauma. So yeah.
Tell me of the one biggest societal challenge you've ever faced.
I face so many. I feel like I face challenges every day.
Yeah.
Being myself. Maybe based on the choices that I make, maybe my dressing choices. I feel like I can actually be boarding a matatu na wakatae kunichukua. For real. They'll be like, they just wanna, they won't tell you anything, but they'll just go. They'll just leave you there, literally. And I feel like it's so crazy, so crazy. Others can, okay, for me, I've never gotten in a situation whereby I've been like beaten. I'm like, okay, I've been called out, but I've never been beaten. But you hear cases of people being beaten for being themselves, for just wearing a crop top. And just to let you know, men wearing crop tops does not make you gay. It doesn't make you queer. I feel like it's a way of expressing yourself.
Yeah.
Just like a woman, if a woman wants to sag their pants, you can sag your pants, It doesn't make you queer as well. I feel like, just as we said, queer is such a broad term. Like it's such a spectrum. Yeah. And I feel like all these things are just, constructs, societal constructs to just put us in a box, literally. Yeah.
Okay. Do you believe being open about your sexual orientation has given you unique perspectives or opportunities in life?
It has. I feel like okay, like right now, let me speak about right now. I feel like this is such a privilege getting to talk about art. Such a privilege, first of all. And it has opened doors for me because I feel like I've found people who really related to my journey. And it has opened some doors for me, and people wanted to get to know me, and yeah, it has opened so many doors. And also it has closed some doors, which I feel like they're meant to be closed. Because as we are speaking, I don't want to be in an environment where it's just exclusive, like, like it's shunning people away. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sawa. How do you think businesses and organizations can better support the LGBTQ community?
I feel like in this country, they should really work on being open-minded about like hiring people for people, not hiring people based on you are LGBT, you are, because, like, for example, many people would rather like stick to the role of, playing a societal role, like, trying to dress in a certain way just to fit in. So you find like many people are so closeted, by the way, because there's a lot of stigma. So you wouldn't know who is LGBT or not, unless maybe I come with my croppy, I come with my makeup, you know what I'm saying? So, or maybe how I'm expressing myself. And necessarily doesn't have to make me gay just because I'm expressive. So I feel like it just makes people not come out because there's that stigma. And companies, like I feel like with our company, it's just such a good opportunity for us all. It is established a place whereby you can just be yourself. Okay, there are protocols, like you shouldn't like overdress, like don't do too much, but just express yourself. And you get to see people like actually get to be inspired to be around people. You're like, this person is authentic, so I want to be around this person. But when you find a situation whereby you are around people, like not, no offense, but you're just wearing suits. You don't know like if this person is like this, whatever, you know, like
You wouldn't know.
you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
So literally, I feel like companies should really like invest in bringing those kinds of like procedures, protocols, like maybe even in interviews, ask people like, you know, like how do you represent? Like, are you? What's your identity? You know, instead of like assuming
Yeah.
and telling people to dress a certain way. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
and so many other things. I feel.
People, and you hear these white words of this, my friend. Allah.
I'm philosophical.
You know?
Just to bring to your awareness, I feel like just to add on to what I'm saying, if you see a queer person out there, just give them an opportunity, just as you would give anyone else. Don't disregard anyone. Respect everyone for who they are. You don't know, like I feel like it's so important in our community to, you know, move forward with love instead of moving forward with judgments. And I feel like when we lack to give people the opportunity to express themselves, we raise a community, a society whereby people live in fear, you know, like they live in closets. And actually it becomes such a huge problem, even when it comes to family settings. You feel like someone is not out there. They just want to marry someone because they've been told like this is the person that you should marry. So I feel like just be bold, be who you are, identify your, I just discover who you are. I feel like we are all in this journey to discover who we are. Do not settle to be someone that the society has told you. Exactly, society has told you to be. Like, you know, like we found these constructs. Like we found the Bible here, like no offense. We found these things here. I feel like these things should just guide us, but not define us as human beings, because there's so many limitations. And like I said, being queer is such a like a broad term. It doesn't make you queer to wear crop tops. It doesn't make you queer to wear something out of the norm. It doesn't make you queer to express yourself, to throw hands. Yeah, like
even get a manicure.
Exactly. Like men should get their beards done, like even in salons. Like
And their
it doesn't
feet, you know,
and their feet,
soak their
exactly.
feet in that thing.
Exactly. And girls wear suits more often. Like wear like, you know, whatever masculine means. Wear whatever you want. I feel like we box ourselves enough. And I feel like, but there's so much hope. With our generation, there's so much hope.
Yeah.
So much hope. I feel like literally I can attest to that. I feel like there's so much hope. People are beginning to be open-minded about like getting to know us, getting to give us opportunities. So yeah, I feel like you all should get to know us better, not just judging us
Look
from.
for a rainbow friend.
Look, exactly.
Get a rainbow friend.
Be an ally. Like, be
Yeah.
an ally.
Yeah.
Exactly. And there's one more thing. I feel like, okay, this is just my opinion.
Yes.
I feel like nobody. I don't think you're straight. Unless I don't know, but everyone is kind of queer. I feel like everyone is queer. Everyone is queer. Like you should really like get to discover yourself.
Think about that.
Think about that. Do whatever you want. And it's your life. Don't let anyone limit you. Don't let your family limit you. You know what God brought you in this earth to do. And I feel like if this is human evolution, I guess.
Wow.
It's not even about like being queer, like being gay or whatever. It's more of like discovering what you want as an individual, as a person. What do I want? So for me, I'm so bold to speak about myself because I feel like I'm at a place where like this is what I want and this is what I've wanted all my life. Like it might be like a dangerous, like I wouldn't call it like a lifestyle, but I feel like this is not a choice. It's not a choice. No one chooses to be called out names. Like if it was a choice, I would have been like, you know, like I'm done with this shit.
Thanks,
you know,
man.
like thanks.
Hey, ametukana sana.
Exactly. So this is not a choice. So being who you are is not a choice. It's just who you are. And for the parting shots, what I want to say, just be kind to yourself. Love yourself. Don't, in as much as maybe you are in those patterns of like lying. You know, we lie to ourselves so much, lying that this is who I am. This is how I'm going to live my life. Life is not linear. Sometimes you're surprised, you're attracted to someone, you're like, wow, what happened? I thought I was
Oh my
attracted to
God,
this gender,
what's
you
that
know?
mean?
That's why we say like being queer is such a big spectrum.
Mm.
You can't put it in a box.
Mm.
So don't be afraid to discover yourself.
Explore.
Explore yourself. Explore your body. Honey, those feelings are not there for show.
For jokes.
For jokes. They're not there for jokes. So explore yourself. And I think that's it for me.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Wise words have never been spoken better. That's Alan. Thank you guys. This is us.
And you can follow me on TikTok.
Please do.
Saji Babe. Or you can follow me on Instagram, which is Saji Baby. Yes.
All right. And Facts Africa, Facts T,
actually,
and
I'm a writer as well.
nice.
I write books.
Okay.
And I write screenplays as well.
Nice.
So if you want to get one of my stuffs, honey, and you just DM.
Slide.
And I'm single as well, so.
Slide.
Yeah, so you can DM, you know, I'm ready. But anyway, this has been so amazing.
Yeah? Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for honoring us with your presence.
Until
See you
next time.
soon.